Perfect. That will be perfect. Are we live? Excellent. That is amazing. It is Monday, and this is Patchwork Party Live with, I'm Karen, and we're here at Sew and Save, and we're going to wait for a few people to hop on before we get started so nobody misses anything. We've got lots of stuff to show you tonight, and it's all good stuff. So you're not going to want to miss a thing. So I hope you fed your husband, sent him out to the garage or outside to cut the lawn, and you can just spend a little bit of time with us here at Sew and Save today. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. What the heck? A Mother's Day. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. It is something to be thankful for. And the weekend was good. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather, although it did rain today, but that's good. That's good, good. All kinds of people. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is Patchwork Party Live for May. It is May.
Already liked and shared.
Oh, she's awesome. Pat, you are the best. So please be sure to like us and share us, because you know what happens. Your name will go into the Facebook scrambler thingamabobber that pulls your name at the end for a chance to win a gift certificate tonight. So please be sure to like us and share us. And then don't forget that everything I'm showing you tonight is in the Patchwork Party section of our website. And what? PP20 gets you 20% off of your sale tonight, and probably most of the week, while Patchwork Party is up on the website. So it's actually on YouTube for all eternity, so you can, after tomorrow, watch it on YouTube as well if you're missing it on Facebook Live tonight. So again, please don't forget to like us and share us so that your name goes in to win a gift card tonight. I have lots of announcements, so I'm going to just go through some announcements. How many do we have?
We have 43.
Oh, that 43 is pretty good. So we'll do some announcements. I'll do them at the end as well, so in case people pop on, or maybe I'll shoot them through in the middle again, because we've got, summer is not slowing down here at Sew and Save. We've got lots of things happening, lots of things going on. First, and I don't know if it's most important, but everybody feels like it's the most important, it is time to sign up for free fabric. Every month you can get free fabric here at Sew and Save. And you're sitting there going, what? How can that happen? Well, let me tell you, we have a program here that during the month of May, when you come in and spend $250, it's going to be a one-time sale of $250, we will give you a punch card. And then every month you could come in and get one free yard of fabric. Okay, so we actually keep the punch cards here so you don't have to keep track of those, because don't we have enough rewards cards that we have to keep track of. So we keep your punch card here. You have to come in by the end of the month and you will get one free yard of fabric free. If something happens, you're out of town, you forget, whatever, you cannot come back in the next month and get 2 yards. You have to get your yard during that month. So it's a one-time sale of $250. So you could buy a kit for $100 and buy a gift card for $150, and that would be your $250. You could buy a gift card for $250. That would get you your free fabric for a year. So between now and the end of May, $250 gets you free fabric for a year. It's awesome. And some people buy it too. Just saying. So that can happen. So if you have any questions about that, be sure to call us at the store. We can kind of talk you through it and help you through any questions that you have. So if you're part of the free Fabric of the Month Club now, May will be your last free month. You'll re-up during the month of May, and then your first month or your first free yard will be in June for the next upcoming year. Okay, any questions? Everybody get that?
Yeah.
I think you're all there.
Says love free fabric.
Who doesn't love free fabric? You know, and it can be any fabric in the store. It has to be, all of a sudden I felt heat. Heat coming out of the iron. Yeah. The fabric is up to $12.99. So if you find maybe a batik or a flannel that you want and it's $13.99, you just pay the extra dollar. So $12.99 and lower is your free yard. So we've been doing this for a few years now. I think it's, I don't know how many years, 3, 4 maybe? I don't know, a bunch. So everybody loves it. We all look forward to re-upping in May. So between now and the end of May, $250 gets you free fabric for the next year. Okay, the next thing on my list is the Wisconsin Shop Hop starts June 1st and runs for the whole entire month of June. So we every year have a little Shop Hop preview party, and that will be a week from Wednesday, which is May 22nd, from 3:30 to 5:30. So what we do is we have the fabric out for you. You can pre-order the yardage you want, pre-order the kits, so that you're sure that you get what you want. Because the fabric goes, and once it's gone, it's gone. And this year we're going to have a little fishing pond. So when you come in, you're going to fish, and hopefully you'll catch a fish with a big discount connected to it. So that's going to be kind of fun. So we're going to have some fun activities. We have treats and snacks, and it's a great time to sit and chat with your friends and see people you haven't seen for a while. So that is May 22nd. 3:30 to 5:30. Then the other thing that people have been asking about and signing up for is our holiday trunk show. And that is going to be Wednesday, June 26th from 1 to 3, or Thursday, June 27th from 10 to noon. So you can sign up for either one of those. Those are all on the website, ready for you to click and order online, or you can stop in the store and sign up and pay for that as well. So, and then I have another class, but I'm not going to tell you about that until we get to that a little bit later. So we have our free fabric, our Shop Hop preview party, and our holiday preview party coming up. The other thing that I'm going to try to fit in during June is a Skinny Bolt sale, because we haven't had one for a long time. Joe loves the Skinny Bolt sale. He's so excited. He's so excited. He can't wait. Skinny Bolt sale. I'm thinking, it's not etched in stone yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be the last Monday in June at 6 o'clock. So the last Monday in June, I'm not sure what that date is, but I'm thinking it's going to be that. So get ready, because I don't think we've had one yet this year, have we? Or did we have one at the beginning of the year? I can't remember. But it's been a long, long time, and the Skinny Bolts are stacking up in the back, and we need to clear our back room out so we have room for other things, other new things. So any questions on those?
No, they just said that we love Skinny Bolt sale.
I love Skinny Bolt sale too. It's so much fun, and you guys are all such good shoppers. So yeah, so end of June.
Says I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay.
Better explain what someone.
Do you know what a Skinny Bolt sale is?
Kim Perez asked, I'm embarrassed to ask, what is a Skinny Bolt sale?
Oh,
That's a
it's
good question.
fabulous. So what we do is, as we're going through the store, when there's a bolt of fabric that has just a little bit of fabric left, we pop it off and we call it a Skinny Bolt, and we give it a great sale price, and we collect all of those, and we end up with probably 200 pieces of fabric that night. And you come on and I'll show you a piece of fabric. The first, and every fabric has a number on it. So the first person to say sold 101 is the person that gets that. So they're great sale prices, lots of great fabrics, enough for backs and borders and backgrounds. There's a little bit of everything from batiks to flannels to Lori Holt to Kansas Trouble to Tim Holtz, everything. So it's a really great way to fill up your stash with beautiful fabrics at a super great price. So, but you have to have fast fingers, fast internet, and just be ready for some power shopping, because it's a lot of fun. So look for that to come up, and we'll send out emails and stuff on that the last Monday in June. So I was just looking at that. All right, so don't forget to like us and share us tonight, so your name goes in for a gift, to win a gift card. PP20 gets you 20% off of everything that I'm showing you here tonight, and we've got a lot of good things. We've got stuff for spring, 4th of July, fall, winter. I know, we got a little bit of everything. So, and some nifty notions as well. And I have a great demo to show you. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Joe's ready. Okay, if you have questions along the way, just shout out. Usually Joe or Sherry, who sits over there and kind of monitors things, will shout those questions out so I can hear if somebody has a question. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at this beautiful fabric up here from Moda. It is called Coming Up Roses. Yep, right down here. It is a beautiful line, kind of a watercolor floral line, and he's going to show you all the way across as there's beautiful, it's yellows and pinks and purples and blues. And we do have a pattern that we're going to do because it's kind of just came in, and this is the pattern. It's called Watercolor Swirl. So next month we'll have the project all done. We're waiting for a few more fabrics to come in. As you can see, we already have a couple holes in our line of fabric up here, so we had to order a little bit more so that we could get our project done. On the end there, Joe, that's 108 wide right here, so this is going to be a beautiful backing for your project. So the colors are just fabulous. This blue is amazing with the pinks and the oranges and the reds and the yellows. It's just a beautiful floral line. That would make beautiful bags too. Just think of the beautiful bags you can make. And this is a great stripe. It is not just your basic, ordinary, everyday stripe. It's got beautiful colors and some texture in it. So it's going to make a beautiful quilt. So these are on our website under the Patchwork Party section of our website. And PP20 will get you 20% off of these fabrics and the pattern tonight. How about that?
A lot of people are saying
I love this fabric. Yeah, absolutely love this fabric. So we have some tone-on tones here that are going to go with it, and to kind of quiet down some of the busyness of it, because it's just beautiful. It all goes together so well. Okay, so that's that. So the last couple months we've been talking about our folded star projects from Plum Easy Patterns. And last month I showed you kind of how to do this project. I still have my red, white, and blue one to do. I had it and I dropped it on the way in the house. So all my glued pieces kind of came unglued. Some of them stuck, some of them did. So I have to kind of redo it all over again. So I still haven't got that done, but we did get the bee done. And I'm going to I'll go around the back of Joe. I'll do that. So when you look at this, my little bee, he's kind of poofy. And that's because I didn't quilt the center of that. If you look at the top one, same pattern, done, everything's the same, except in the center I quilted it. But I didn't want to quilt through the center of my bee, so I just left it. And because of that, he's a little bit puffy. So when you get done and you get him on here, when you get the top kind of finished up and everybody's laid out, you lay it onto your batting and your backing, and that's when you kind of do your quilting and kind of quilt. So in the process of quilting this kind of puffs up in the center. So just keep that in mind as you're I love the embroidery on this, and it's a great way to use a great fun embroidery pattern that you have. But if you don't quilt it, it's going to be a little puffy. So just keep that in mind as you're doing things.
people are reacting to the bee. They say it's cute.
I love the bee. I think this turned out just great. So here I've got 1, 2, 3 fabrics. Here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I not on?
I don't know.
He's going to check. He's going to check me. Can you not hear me?
Well, somebody said it was fading in and out.
Oops. Uh-oh.
We checked everything.
Are we good?
We should be good.
Okay. So on this one, you can tell, oops, the center is smaller than this one. On this one, I made a bigger center. Because if I came in with another row, it was going to be really close to my bee embroidery. So on this one, I used fewer rows of prairie points around it. So this one almost looks like it's bigger than this one. They're both the same size on the outside. But it's just the fact that this center is larger that makes the whole thing look a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah. So it's just kind of an eye kind of thing. So this one, you can tell the center smaller, so then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of prairie points. This, I left the center bigger and just put 3 rows. Already coughing. So dry in the hair. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about this one, the Patriotic one. This is done by the same company. I think some of you bought patterns for this last time. And it's called Sunday Brunch Topper. So what this does, it has a different kind of star in the center. Done by the same company, the Plum Easy people. Mm-hmm. This one we have kits for. So the kits are made up. You get the fabric and the backing and the binding in your kit. The pattern is sold separately because I know a bunch of you already bought the pattern. But this will be a great patriotic little wall hanging. It could be a table topper. It can hang in the window. So kits are made up for this. And let me tell you how it's a little bit different. In fact, as I was going along to make it, and the weekend before last, the more I worked on it, the more I thought, oh, I think this needs to be a class. So I set this up as a class, and we're going to work on this Sunday Brunch Topper on June 19th from 10 to 4. So it's a Wednesday. It's already on the website, so if you're interested in signing up, you can go in and sign up. And you can make, with this particular thing, you get the pattern, and then you get 3 of the templates so that you could make a double table runner or the single topper over there. And in class, you can make either one, whichever one you want. Okay? So let me tell you a little bit how it's different than doing the point of view and the other little hot pads and stuff that we made like a month or 2 ago. So with those, you're taking a square and you're making a prairie point. Mm-hmm. With this one, you are taking and you are making a hexagon. And you're like, oh my God, I got to make a hexagon. But you're making a hexagon, and then you're folding it into a little diamond like this. So that's kind of why we're going to do a class. In the pattern, there's a template for your little hexagon, wherever that may be, right here. So what I did, because I like to do those sort of things, I pulled out my hexagon ruler, and I laid it on top of their little template. See if I can lay it on here so you can see it. Maybe I can put it down here and you can see it a little bit better. So I lined it up, and you can see I put tape down here and here to line up with their little hexagon. And that's what I used to cut out my hexagon pieces. Okay, so which made it a lot easier than trying to cut all these pieces with a paper or plastic or something else. Because you know when you're cutting past those and trying to cut them, maybe lay a ruler down or whatever, you always end up cutting into it. So if I have a ruler at home, and I have this is embroidery tape, this is my Kimberbell embroidery tape, I just tape it off to make my little template. And I use this instead of that paper. Much easier. But there are still some tricks and things to doing this and cutting these that we'll talk about in the class. So what you do is you end up starting out with a hexagon. Here's my little hexagon. And when you cut them out, you're cutting them out with your fabric folded in half. So it's not the type of thing where you can just kind of flip it. So there's some tricks in doing that. And then at that point, you're going to take, and the instructions tell you, depending on which row you're doing. So you have row 1, 2, 3, 4. So row 1 and 3, you're going to take the right hand corner and you're going to put it up here to make your diamond. And then on the other ones, you're going to flip it the other way and on row 2, and 4, you're going to flip it the other direction and make your diamonds. I know your eyes are crossing, aren't they? I know. The instructions are really good, and you need to, if you read and follow the directions carefully, it's going to be fine. But we're going to get together and work on this because it's a lot of fun. So this is your little template to make your center star. So it's much smaller than your other stars, and this makes an octagon. So I'm just doing 4 rows of laying these diamonds down to make my stars. So on this one, here's my diamonds for the center, and you're going to glue them down just like you glue them on the other template pieces. And your first row is going to have 3 on there, and you're just going to lay these down with the folds towards the center and the raw edges towards the outside. So you can see how that just automatically starts to lay out. And then you're going to, and I would glue those all down. Then I come along with my next row and just keep layering just like you do with your prairie points, but these are just big diamonds instead. And then when you kind of look at it, you can see that the piece of fabric is over here, that's the fold, and they're kind of just opposed. So one goes one direction and one goes the other as you're laying them out. And you will end up stitching through these just like you stitched your prairie points on the other ones. And I would be gluing these down as I go along to make this happen. So you go all the way around. And then the last one you tuck underneath to make this happen. And you're going to keep going around. Then the next one was my blue. And see how pretty this is? And it goes really fast. In fact, I thought these, once you get them cut, are actually faster to make and press than the prairie points are. So the diamonds are a lot of fun to work with, and everything is just coming all around, just like you did before. And now if you look here, there's a circle. So if you kept going, you could make the like a hot pad or a little smaller trivet. And this stars looks a little bit different than the prairie point stars, as you can tell. And then this beautiful blue fabric. I love this fabric. So we'll have kits for this table runner next month when we get this done. So you're going to make 2 of these to make the big table runner. So you can see I already have one of these done. And then this would be my other one. So you start by making these guys first. And then you add some chevron strips to it. And it's a little tricky as well. So at that point, that's when I kind of went, oh, I think we're going to have a class. So you would have this. And then you're going to stitch right along your folds, just like you did before on the prairie point one. So you're going to stitch right along here. And I stitched with invisible thread. So you can kind of see how it stitches right through those folds. Now at this point, you can cut it down to make the octagon, or you could cut it to make a circle and make a pot holder, or a candle mat, or a little mug rug, or whatever you wanted to make on it. But once you've sewn through here, then you kind of sew along the edge and then trim it off. So then these are ready to add your chevron strips to, which is another little tricky thing. So that's when I said, I think we're going to have a class. So again, the class for this is going to be June 19th from 10 to 4. And again, if you can't take the class, or you're not local and you want to make this, it's not super hard, but you just want to make sure that you read and follow the instructions. The instructions are really good. Lots of pictures. We like pictures. So here's how they're showing you how to fold this, how to fold your strips, how to cut your strips, what layers they all are. And then they have really good instructions for laying it out and making your center. And then they go on to show you how to lay out your pieces to make the little chevron that goes around it. So it was a lot of fun. I made the top of that in an afternoon. So you can do it.
People are saying they love it.
It's really pretty. I love this fabric. I can't wait to finish it off. And yeah, I love this fabric. So we will be making some kits out of this as I finish this up this weekend, and you'll get to see it all finished. And if you can take the class, please take the class. It'll be lots of fun. It'll be a nice day, and you'll get the top done, whether you're doing a single or a double in class. You'll get it all done by the end of the class. Maybe not the quilting, but the quilting is pretty simple. But you'll get your top done, which is really important. So that's the Sunday brunch topper. And again, there's enough in here to do a single and a double. Okay? So that's that. Really super cute. And that's kind of a condensed version on how to do it, but it gives you a little bit of an idea on how it's a little bit different than doing the prairie points for the other one. So that's that. Okay, next I'm going to show you, this is really fun. This is from Clover, and it is, what do they call it anyways? Quick cut. Quick cut thread cutter. So really fun, very small, great to put into your retreat bag or class bag. And what it does is it cuts the threads when you're chain stitching something. So all you have to do is come along after you've chain stitched something. There's a little notch in here. Can you see that? And there's a rotary cutter blade inside there. It's a 45 millimeter blade. So when this gets dull, which will take a long time for that to get dull, there's a little knob on the front, and there's 12 different settings. So it just moves your blade a little bit.
Very cool.
And in a couple of years, and it will take several years probably, to make this whole thing dull, you can pull it apart and put one of your used blades in here, and you'll keep going for a long time. So just really lightweight. You can throw it right in your bag.
So somebody asked about the class. Would they bring their machine for the class?
Yes, you would bring your sewing machine and your sewing supplies for the class so that you can make it and have it done by the time you go home. So you can see how super easy it is to cut these guys apart. So great little thread cutter for your chain piecing or any kind of other threads you want to cut. Really cool.
Is that the only color it comes in?
It is the only color it comes in. I know they should have purple and aqua and all kinds of fun colors, but apparently they like pink. So yeah, pink is the only color that little guy comes in. So sorry about that. PP20 gets you 20% off of this tonight in the Patchwork Party section of our website. And then don't forget to like us and share us so that your name goes in to win a gift card tonight.
Quite a few likes and shares.
Thank you for liking us and sharing us. This little gadget is awesome. This is called, what are they calling this? The Ultimate Quilt and Stitch Presser Foot. This is from Nancy Zeman, and this is for quilting. Maybe I'll put it on the white so you can see it. So this is a foot. It's for low shank machines. So how do you know if you have a low shank or a high shank machine? From the bottom to where your little screw is to put your foot on, if it's about 1 inch high, that's a high shank machine. So machines that are high shank are like your 760s, your 780s, your M7s, so your bigger machines. The smaller machines that you have that you bring to class, those are your low shank machines. So that means that the little spool or the little pin or whatever that the foot sets on or connects to is either higher or lower. So if you have a smaller one, this is going to work great. So if you're this is great for quilting and quilting like channels. So flip. It's lightweight, obviously. And what you do is you squeeze this, and then this little guide moves back and forth, and you can keep track of where or how wide the tunnels are that you're quilting. So you can put it at 2 inches and pretend this was a stitching line. You're going to run the guide right along the last line that you stitched, and from this guide to your needle will be 2 inches. So you can repeat that all the way along. You don't have to draw lines. Get out your ruler, get out a Frixion pen, and keep drawing. You can use this. This runs across the first line that you stitched, and then from here to here is 2 inches. And it goes all the way down to 3/8 of an inch. So it goes really small. So you could do really super narrow little tunnels on something all the way up to 3 inches. So it's a great guide. It just helps you keep everything nice and straight without having to draw all kinds of lines. So again, this is for a low shank machine. No, they don't have one. I don't know why. They don't have one for a high shank machine. But so this is great for your smaller machines that you bring to class with you. So it's nice and light and goes in there, and you can keep track of what size tunnels or strips you're making. And then again, you can bring it back and do squares. You could do diamonds when you're quilting things. So this is a great little project. Love this. I've been using it for a while. I really like it.
Quite a few comments on that.
I know, it's really cool. And don't forget, PP20 gets you 20% off that little guide tonight. Okay, let's go over to, ooh, and I don't have the pattern, but that's okay, to our Posh. Yeah, I know. They're all called the same thing. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. So this is the Posh sunflower, and it's done with that little curved ruler, the same one that we used for the snowman, Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. We did pumpkins, we did turkey, we did a rabbit, bunny, a witch. So we've done all kinds of them. This is sunflower. So this was a really fun one to do. Super fun and easy. And if you have that curved ruler, the instructions are really good. All of their instructions are super, and it's a lot of fun to do. So we have kits for this. So this is called the Posh sunflower. So Joe's getting a little better picture of that. So our Posh sunflower, it's really cute. She quilted it with little bees. So there's bees swirling all over my little sunflower. It's really cute. So this uses mostly Lori Holt fabric. There's a couple of other ones in there, but the background is kind of white, so it just buds with everything. It's just a happy sunflower. I don't have any sunflowers popping up yet, but this will keep me going until they do. So Posh sunflower. So there's kits, patterns, and the rulers should be on there as well. Yeah, so I know a lot of you already have the ruler, so this is just another great project to do. A little bit smaller, a little bit simpler, not quite as many curves as some of your, like the turkey. You had a lot of curves. He had a lot of feathers on him. So this has a lot fewer feathers and curves on it. So if you're just starting out and trying it, this is a great one to start out and try that ruler on. And the instructions are super good. That you use the ruler to not only cut your curves and once you sew them together, then you use the ruler to square everything up. And it's always bigger, and you cut your rectangles down smaller, or your blocks down with the ruler after you're done sewing the curves. And the curves are really easy to sew. So it's a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Quick curve ruler. Say that 5 times fast. Yeah, we're going to throw that on there. This is the new line from Lori Holt. It's called Autumn. Not much question there. So this is her Autumn line of fabric. There's lots of them. I think there's more, and they kind of get mixed in with some of the other Lori Holt fabrics, but we have them all. They're a lot of fun. And if you're a Lori Holt lover, this is a great line. And we will keep this. We keep all of the Lori Holt stuff in stock as much as we can. Yep, all the way to the bottom. Ugh. I know. I think this one over here. Yep, this one over here. Look at how pretty that is. Here's another one over here. Yeah, so they're kind of all over. And then the patterns that are so much fun. I don't know where we want to put them. I got them stuck in here. Right here. Jill said right here. So she has the seed patterns, and we have pumpkins. And boy, do we have pumpkins. There's 9 different pumpkins. and we have just the patterns, or we have kits. And both of those are on the Patchwork Party section of our website. And PP20 will get you 20% off. I don't know if we have enough space to get them all on here. But he's getting them all. There's 9 different ones. I'll put these 2 over here. And we have the kits to go along with them. So if you buy a kit, you'll get the pattern and the fabric to make each pumpkin. And then there's a pattern that she has, and we'll get a finishing kit put together that puts all of these pumpkins together in a kit. Are we having trouble moving back and forth? We got it? Okay. So 9 different pumpkins. You can get either just the patterns and use your Lori Holt or everybody's scraps, or you can also buy the kit that has the fabric in each one that you need. So this says 9, 8, I'm going backwards, 7, 6, whoops, don't drop one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pumpkins. So, love these pumpkins. I can't wait. So, I love pumpkins as much as I love flags and things. So, pumpkins are next up on my list. So, we have them all. So, any questions on that? Just shout out. So, we're kind of going between fall, patriotic. So, we're going to look at the quilt that's in the back. And that is called Patriotic Star Path. Patriotic Starry Path. And we do not have kits for this, but we do have the patterns. So you can, I made all my stars out of the same fabrics, but you could definitely make it scrappy and do different reds and blues in each one of these stars and different backgrounds in each square. So each one of these is a block. Okay, so each one of these stars is a block. So you could have different backgrounds in each block, different reds and blues in each block, and come out with a really, really super cool kit and project. So this is called Patriotic Starry Path. And like I said, we don't have kits, but we have patterns available to make this. Lots and lots of fun. Really pretty quilt when it's done. It's not huge, but it's a good size. That's that one. Okay, we can kind of come back down here. I'll just stand right here with this. Will that be good? This is called Hyde Park, and I got this because look at the Tim Holtz fabric in this quilt. Look at how beautiful it is. So if you're a collector of Tim Holtz, it takes 9 fat quarters for the colors, and then you're going to have some other background colors and things like that to finish it off. But it's fat quarter friendly, and it makes a beautiful Tim Holtz quilt. You can also do just like a scrappy version. That's not Tim Holtz, so that's really pretty as well. So later on in the year, we're going to have a special program because Tim Holtz is coming out with limited edition fabrics. And we will get a batch of 10 bolts every month, and those fabrics will only be available to stores that buy into their program. So we bought into it for a year, so every month we're going to get brand new Tim Holtz fabric, and we'll have special things going on with that as well. And you'll hear a little bit more about that as time goes by, but the fabric will not be in the store until October, so we have a little bit of time to get everything put together and tell you more about that as time goes on. Okay? It does not. I think they have a template inside. There's a template inside to make your star points. Yeah, it was fun to do. Really kind of different. Okay, we're going to come back down here. I'm really excited about these. We've all got binder clips. We got lots of binder clips. And we do have some binder clips on on the Patchwork Party section of the website in case you don't have some binder clips. But what we're going to talk about tonight is from Stripology. And Stripology has come out with organizing stickers. And there's 3 sheets of organizing stickers in this pack. And what they're used for and made for are for your binder clips. So each one of your binder clips gets a letter on. So they're from A to M, which is a lot of letters. A to M. And there's small ones to fit on your little binder clips. Can people see that? So there's letters on my little binder clips. So they're little stickers that you stick right on your binder clips. So that every time when you have to label something, you don't have to go to your stickers, peel one off, and stick it on your fabric. Just pop your binder clip onto your fabric, and these are A's. So really cool. And sometimes you have quite a few, and I'll put it in a little plastic bag, and then I'll just put a binder clip on the little plastic bag that says that's A. So there's there's A through M, and then there's 1 through 13. So I put them on these. And so all of these ones that have numbers and letters on are going to go to a special jar. So that when I have a project that I need to use binder clips and mark, I can just pull those letters out, line them up, and as I get my pieces cut, put my binder clips together on them. So if you have, so there's some for the small binder clips, but then there's some for our larger binder clips as well. So there's 2 sizes of letters and numbers in there. So I kind of have the great big ones and then the medium size ones. So different size binder clips for different size things. And if I have a bigger stack, this will definitely clip together a bigger stack. So I'll have these all numbered and lettered, ready to go. So like I said, there's 3 pages of different sizes. And also there are plain ones. So you could write letters or numbers on the plain ones. Then there's this, because this goes along with your Stripology ruler. If you have trouble reading some of the numbers on your Stripology ruler, there's the little numbers, the one that was by quarter. So it goes by 1/4 inch. So these might be a little bit easier to read, and you could put them right on your Stripology ruler. So that makes your Stripology ruler a little bit easier to read. And then there's lines. So these lines kind of work like arrows. So if you're cutting at certain spots on your Stripology ruler, you can use the lines to kind of just highlight where you're going to cut. Yeah, oh yeah, which direction to press too. That'll be perfect. So 3 pages of these come in each little package. So I'm really excited about these. These are going to be so much fun. I'm so happy to have my little binder clips a little bit more organized, and makes it just easier and faster when you have to label things that you're cutting to just grab a binder clip and throw it on there. So I love these. So you know what? PP20 gets you 20% off of these this week. So check it out in the Patchwork Party section of our website. It's awesome. I love these. It's a favorite. Okay, what else do we have to show you tonight? So I showed you that. Let's go over here. And this is, I made it so that it's kind of a banner. This is machine embroidery. So if you have an embroidery machine, you're going to need an embroidery machine to do this one, girls. This will make either the banner or, because I made my words going the same direction, so I'm going to kind of hang it like this. But otherwise, you could also use it as a table runner and turn your letters or turn your words going different directions if you need to. So super fun and simple to do. I think it probably took me 2 afternoons of embroidery, because you're embroidering out the word freedom and liberty. And the instructions are very clear on how to do that. And then actually the words on my machine, because it doesn't have the biggest hoop, I did it in 2 hoopings. And it comes out really good. Really like how that came out. And then the stars, because of the size hoop that I have, I did 4 hoopings on my stars. It's really cool. I love, me and patriotic stuff. I just love it. So, yeah, really cool. So it comes with It comes with a CD in it, so you'll have to transfer it over. Now, if you know that if you don't have the capability of doing that, when you buy one of the designs and it has a CD, when you buy a design from us and it has a CD in it, if you need it to be put on a USB stick, we will help you out and we'll do that, help you do that. And we'll do that for you. And we have USB sticks here as well that you can pick up and purchase to do that, or you can bring in your own USB stick. So we're happy to help you out with that when you buy something that has a CD. Because now I know computers don't come with CDs and you have to buy the external drive and all that other good stuff. And then some people just don't quite know how to do it. So we're always happy to help you out with those types of things. So, and a lot of companies are coming out with USBs in there instead of the CDs. So more of that is happening. I know. The companies are getting there. They're just, you know, some companies do, some companies don't. So we have these super fun project bags. We have 3 different sizes, and we have this cute square one. Look at how cute this is. I had a French General fat quarter bundle, and look at how perfect it fits in my little project bag. I love this. So it says Sew and Save on it. It has a really nice heavy-duty zipper. The vinyl is really nice and heavy, so if you have scissors in there and things like that, it will punch through the vinyl. It's really pretty. It's very sturdy vinyl. This one has a cute little handle. So this is, I don't know what we called this one. We called this one, we call this the fat quarter caddy, because it's just the right size to hold your fat quarters. Just think of all different ones like this. And you had reds in one and blues in another and oranges in another. It would be so fun. You look. Think of how organized you would be. It's kind of scary, isn't it? So we have this little size. Then we kind of have a little mini size. This holds like enough fabric to do like table runners, table toppers, and things. So when you're coming to class and you need a little, you need to put your project in something, this is the perfect size for small projects like table runners and table toppers. And then we have the big size for your big quilts. So big ones. So this would hold on, because several projects are a great big project, really nice size. And these are in the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 gets you 20% off.
Amazing.
I know, isn't that incredible? And don't forget to like us and share us so that your name goes in for a gift card tonight. Then, like I said, we got summer things, we've got fall things, we've got spring things, we've got patriotic things, and we also have a winter thing. So these, because you have to start this now, and so that you'll have it done for winter. And it is winter, it's not Christmas. It's called Chilling with My Snowmies. It's a flannel applique project. And we had these, and we put them together and we made them, and I only have 2 left. And once these 2 are gone, I can't make any more because the fabric just isn't available to make any more. So I have 2 of these left. So they are on the Patchwork Party section of our website. PP20 gets you 20% off of these guys. 2 left. Take a good look. Isn't it cute? And it is that really soft and beautiful, beautiful Woolies flannel that is so nice and so soft and great to work with. 60 by 77 is a nice size for winter, and we do have some fabrics left that you can put on the back so that your back flannel will match the front of your quilt. So these are some more of the fabrics that are inside. Really, really pretty and fun. But it's going to take you a minute. You're not going to get this done in an afternoon. No. So it's going to take you a little time, but it'll be fun it's a really fun project to work on. If you haven't done much applique, it's really nice because, is it going to stay? Stay? There we go. Because the blocks are good size. They're pretty big. They're not small. They're probably about 12 by 12 inch block. So the blocks are really big. So if you're new to applique, it's an easy thing to applique because all the curves are big, all the pieces are large, so you're not making a lot of little itty-bitty incremental applique turns. So 2 of these left, the last 2. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. So there's that. Then we're going to come over and I'm going to show you how to make this little guy tonight. Isn't he cute? We have kits for this. And I'm going to bring it on over here. And it is called Superstars. Really cute, fun to do. Super easy. This you could get done in the afternoon. This you could get done in like a couple hours, even with the quilting. Maybe not the binding, but. So the pattern is one of those little cut loose patterns that are really fun to do. And the pattern shows you how to do 2 sizes. So I have this nice patriotic one that you can throw on your picnic table or your 4th of July or Memorial Day table. Really, really super cute. And then the other size they're showing you how to make is this little one, and he's so cute. Yes, you can do a mini. It is really cute.
It's a baby.
Yes. And like the instructions tell you, you can make this size or any size in between. So this is the largest you can make. This is probably the smallest you want to go, but you can go any size in between. So let me show you how this works. To do this, you're going to need the pattern, some fat quarters, and I did this. All of these could be a different color if you wanted to, but I used red, white, and blue. On this one, I'm using black, orange, and cream. And you're going to need your spider web ruler. So go in your archives, polish this up. I know a bunch of you have it. We've done some things with this before. And here's another project that you can do with it. And of course, I will come up and show you more projects as time goes by. But you will need the spider ruler, spider web ruler to do this. And it is so easy. It's unbelievable. You won't even believe how easy it is. They have you, of course, they have you like do a front and then a back and sew it together and flip it. But we put binding on it. We just like a little binding on these because it just makes it look a lot more finished. So even on this one, we probably will turn this one just because he's so little. We're not going to put binding on him. But he's so cute. Okay, so let me show you how this works. So I have 2 sizes of squares. The big one is an 8-inch square. And I have 1 square for each of my, I'm going to call them kites because they look like a kite. Okay, so I have 1 square for each of my kites. So I have 4 backgrounds, 2 blues, 2 reds. And on this one, I'm going to have 2 blacks, 2 oranges, and 4 background. And I kind of lay them out together, and I lay them all facing up. It actually doesn't matter, but somehow I just feel better if they're all laying up in the same direction because then I know they're all going to look exactly the same. And I stacked 4 and 4 of these together. Now when I do the little ones, I'm going to be doing exactly the same thing with the small ones as I did for the big ones. So I get all of my pieces lined up, and you could do this single if you want to. If your blade is sharp enough, make sure you have a nice sharp blade. You could go through 4 at a time. I probably would not do 8 at a time, but 4 would probably be my max. So I lay out my squares like diamonds in front of me. Okay. Then I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to line up the point of my ruler with the top point of my square. And then if you look at this, slide this over, going right down the center is a line going right down the center of this triangle. That center line is going to come right down the center of your diamond and line up with this point down here. So the point of your ruler will be up here. This line will line up down here. Okay? Make sense? Easy so far, right? So all you're going to do is take, and I'll do it on the white first so that it's easier for you to see. So here you can see I'm lining up the point with the point of my diamond, and then I'm coming down here, and I'm lining up that diagonal line coming straight down. And if you look at this, there, oh, you can't hardly see it. Down here you can. There's like, this says 8, 7, and so on and so forth. And this little dotted line is lining up right at the edge of my 8-inch square. And this diagonal line is going right through the point. Look at so far. Then I'm going to cut here and here. And I don't think I can go in this direction. So I'm going to move it. I'm just going to flip this over, just because I can't cut in this direction. I'm going to make a mess, just a mess. So I line it back up and cut again. There we go. Now I have my kite piece. It's that easy. I'm going to do the same thing with this one, and I have 2 blacks and 2 oranges lined up. So I'm going to line up my point all in one stack, 2 orange, 2 blacks, all facing up. I'm lining up my little 8-inch dashed line in this little corner here. This point goes up. I'm going to trim here. This would be a great place, and I have one right down below me, but I didn't grab it, to use your your rotary cutting mat. This would be a great opportunity to use that. And then I'm going to trim that just the same. That's all I have to do to make those. But now I'm going to do one more thing. On the small point down here, I'm going to cut 1/4 inch off. So to do that, I'm just going to take one of my little creative grid rulers with a little 1/4 inch on here and a little teepee. So you can see where I have 1/4 inch line on here, and then I have like that little X with the little point in there. That is going to line up. I'll probably put on this one. It might show up better. This is going to line up with the edge of my ruler. I'm going to actually do this going the other direction. Sorry about that. Hang on. Can't cut it that way. Okay. So the little teepee is going to line up with the little point of your little diamond. Makes sense now, doesn't it? Now I can just cut this 1/4 inch off right there. Just cutting off that 1/4 inch. And I'm going to do the same thing with this stack. Line up that little 1/4 inch with the edge and the point of that ruler and cut that 1/4 inch off. Okie dokie. Ta-da! Now you're ready to sew these together. You'll sew a black and a background together, another black and background together. You're going to go 2 by 2, orange and background.
Very cool.
Orange and background. And by cutting that 1/4 inch on the bottom and dog-earing that bottom, that's going to help you sew your 1/4 inch and get a nice point where everybody's going to line up nicely. So on these little itty-bitty ones, here we go. I've sewn my black and background together and my orange and background. Here's my black in a background. Here's an orange in a black background. So you have 2 by 2. You're going to sew those together so you end up with half. And here's your other half.
Nice.
Isn't that cool? Now all you have to do is sew those together. So the trick that I use to sew these together is, first of all, put a pin going straight through where the point comes here and where the point comes on your other piece. And I kind of lay those up. I don't actually pin it. I just put a pin going straight through. So it goes through each one of those points exactly. Okay, then I kind of just hold on to it, take it over to my sewing machine, and I sew from, I need something to point with. Here we go. I sew from here to here, over the top of that point. That's as far as I sew. I stop, and then I'll pick it up and flip it over and make sure that these guys line up really nice. So I make sure that my center lines up really nice. If I don't like how it looks, if they didn't line up nice, all I have to do is rip from this point to this point. I don't have to rip all the way across. And you know, because these have a little bit of a stretch to them because they're cut at a little bit of a bias, these are going to stretch, and every time you rip, they're going to get little kitty wampus. So you're only going to have to rip out from there to there, which only takes a second. You reline it up. When you're happy, then you can start at the top, sew all the way across, and I just sew all the way over the top of this. This will lock it in place by stitching just from here to here. This will be locked in place. It's not going to move as you sew from here all the way down. If you put a pin or you put a binder clip or whatever right here, as you sew from here to here, it's going to push that and it's going to be probably not match up here. So I want to get this locked in perfect, and then I come across and I stitch the rest of the way. And you can see that I have pressed my seams nice and open, so this is all nice and flat as I go along. And then it makes this cute little guy. I think it's kind of cool how they're all diamonds, or kind of kites, but this kind of squares off, so it looks like you have these kites sitting on top of a big square.
Yeah, that is.
It's really cool how it ends up looking like that.
Yeah.
But it's just that easy to make. And then to quilt it, I just took it and I went straight. First I stitched in the ditch, and then I came straight, and then I just kind of measured. I don't know what I did. I kind of measured. I think I figured out what this measured, and say it measures 5 inches. Then I came over 2.5, and I just came from the center and came out. So it kind of had like a starburst kind of effect, and did that on each one. I'm sorry, what? The pattern is called Superstars. So it's just one of the little cut loose patterns. Superstars. So it is super fun. Super fun and easy to do. Any other questions on this? And then it tells you, like I said, to put your right sides together, and then you're going to turn it. And we put a binding on it because we like bindings on things. It just kind of gives it a little extra pizzazz as you're working with things. So let me just remind you of the things that we have going on in the next month or so here at Sew and Save. Don't forget that we have free fabric. So if you missed the beginning, it is time to sign up again for the free fabric of the month club. One-time $250 purchase on the fabric side of the store will get you free fabric for 1 year. So you can come in, buy a gift card for $250, buy a kit and finish it up with a gift card. Do whatever you like, but as long as you spend a one-time $250 between the beginning of May and the end of May, you will get a little punch card, which we will keep, and every month you come in and you get 1 free yard of fabric. But don't forget, if you miss a month, you miss a month. So you can't come in and get 2 yards the next month. So if you miss a month, you miss it. So that's that. Our Shop Hop preview party is a week from Wednesday, May 22nd, from 3:30 to 5:30. We have some great projects. If some of you have seen it, the fabric this year is kind of a fish theme, but we also have made other things that don't have anything to do with fish. So it still has some of the Shop Hop fabric in it, and some great things to make you feel like Wisconsin, but without the fishing theme. So come and join us for that. We're going to have a little fishing pond where you're going to fish, and if you catch a fish, you're going to get a discount. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have treats and wine and cheese and punch and stuff like that. So please join us. It's a great time to come. And wine? And wine. Joe's like, wine. Wine. So don't miss that. Don't forget our holiday trunk show is coming up on June 27th or 26th from 1 to 3, or Thursday, June 27th from 10 to noon. And we're going to show you Christmas, fall, Halloween projects, all different kinds of things, quilts, table runners, gifts, all kinds of stuff. And there'll be demos and prizes and all kinds of fun stuff those 2 days. And then don't forget our class for the, I can't even find it, for the Sunday brunch topper is June 19th from 10 until 4. So join us for that. Did I miss anything? Anybody have any questions? Skinny bolt sale. See, Joe is so excited. He would not let me forget about the skinny bolt sale. It's the last Monday in June at 6 o'clock live on Facebook right here at Sew and Save. And I hope you have a great month. great couple weeks. I know I'm going to see you because you're going to come in and spend $250 so that you get free fabric for the rest of the year. So I know I'm going to see y'all. If you have any questions, just don't forget to shout out, email us, text us. We've got lots of things going on here, and we hope to see you soon. Don't forget, PP20 gets you 20% off everything that I showed you tonight. And like us and share us so that your name goes in for a gift card. And we will see you again very, very soon. Thank you for joining us tonight. Bye!